Okay, stream started up, microphone works. I'm going to turn on the Sega CD. Got the backup thing hooked up. One of these, because I need to use the CD backup. I'll just go full screen in case anyone wants to see it. So, yep. Gonna use the real deal. Whoa, it's a big bastard. The whole kit and caboodle Sega CD with the wireless controller. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, get back in there. Using my backup RAM. So, and upscaling it to the FrameMeister, so this should look a lot better than when I first played Snatcher, which I never got to do the full Let's Play of that on YouTube, so maybe now I can finally do it. Volume. Great, okay. Here we go. Got my wireless Genesis controller. Might have to lower the volume. I'll do it on the fly since it doesn't really matter if I alt-tab out. Konami. Alright, I'll use this screen. Okay, so it looks like turn the control screen, press start button. What? Oh no. What's going on? Is it not reading the CD backup cart? Disk obviously read. Backup cart's in, because it might be a backup card issue. Like lack of memory. I got this working off stream. I guess it might be when I hooked it up to the computer, things might have gotten jostled. That's what happens when you deal with real tech. Doobie 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 doo. Or do I have to format my CD backup RAM card? Oh, here we go. See? That's what it needed to do. So we'll use the RAM cart. I don't know which one's the highlight. I'm going to assume the gold yellow. Right. Well, let's check the balance with the intro here. Looks like it's not cutting anything off on the left and the right over here, so that's good. I'm gonna keep it like, yeah, that's fine. That looks fine. Joypad only. Let's see, draw blaster, be cancel. I think it's only stereo and mono. I'm not using the gun. I don't have... I'm on a flat panel anyways, the gun wouldn't work. The story, characters, and events in this game are entirely fictional. Any similarities to actual people, places, and events are entirely coincidental. This game employs Roland sound space, so it'll sound badass. This story is dedicated to all those cyberpunks who fight against injustice and corruption every day of their lives.
June 6, 1996. A mysterious explosion destroys the Chernotin research facility near Moscow.
Chernotin.
Lucifer Alpha, a powerful biological weapon under secret development there, is released into the atmosphere, creating a deadly biohazard. Carried by the trade winds, Lucifer Alpha spreads throughout Eastern Europe and Eurasia, destroying 80% of the populace. Half of the world's people die. The greatest biohazard in history later becomes known simply as the catastrophe. But at this time, who could have possibly imagined that the ultimate biohazard wouldn't occur for another half-century?
It was called Resident
50
Evil.
years later,
Yeah.
mankind faces its greatest crisis. The appearance of a mysterious android life form. Its purpose and origin are unknown. Is it a new form of weapon?
Who knows?
Or perhaps an invasion from some other world. They appear during winter, killing humans and infiltrating society by taking the place of their victims. Employing an artificial skin, they can sweat and even bleed. Part
Skynet's
organic, part machine. They're almost impossible to distinguish from those they kill.
I have a neural net processor, a learning computer.
As they steal their victims' bodies in order to take their place, these mysterious invaders become known as Snatchers.
They have tiny, tiny hands. Oh. Snatching of the Snatcher. Hideo Kojima's The Snatcher.
It's just called Snatcher. I don't know why. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. Oh, what's up, Peppy Paco? Did you see that? The logo was a robot this whole time. I never would have guessed. Japan. That sounds like some kind of fantasy place. Oh wait, no, it's okay. Get the satellite uplink on it. Let's go. Oh, here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Woo! Get out your glow sticks. Hey, you guys ever see Blade Runner? That's a pretty cool movie.
Gillian Seed. Metal Gear.
Blade Runner, it really is just Blade Runner Terminator. With random Hajil from Dune. You know, what's his name? The Sting from The Police. He's just randomly in there too. Woo! You know, the other game that he did too is kind of like that as well.
Oh, look at that knife fight. Oh my god. Dude.
Is that a techno wizard over there? Like, Police Knots is a lot like that. We're gonna have some voice acting too, but yeah, like, I don't know if I'll play Police Knots again, but I might pull that one off as well. Because I got a Sega Saturn, and I played it once before on stream, so maybe I'll play it again. Oh, wait, we gotta hear their drama.
How's work? Everything okay?
Gillian, what is it? What's wrong?
Jamie, I've become a junker.
I'm on junk.
Gillian, but why?
Jamie, you know why. It's the only way we can regain our lost memories.
I sound like Inspector
Snatcher
Gadget.
is the only word that keeps coming back every time we try to remember our pasts. I have to face them to find out why.
Yes, but I can sense that there is something terrible hidden in our past. And if we remember it, it will destroy us.
Jamie!
Jamie, come on! Check out how cool the car they gave me is.
I'm going now.
Go, Gadget.
Jamie!
What? I can't hear you!
Blah, 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 blah. I said get back in the kitchen. Woo! for its time, this dub still holds up. I don't think this dub is that bad.
Gillian Seed, estimated age 31. 3 years ago, he and his wife Jamie Seed are taken into protective custody in the Siberian Neutral Zone by the 17th Siberian Investigative Force. Both Gillian and Jamie suffer from severe amnesia. Their memories of events prior to being picked up in Siberia lost in a mysterious mental fog.
That
2 years
fucking
ago,
saxophone.
After a vain attempt to rebuild their marriage, Jamie and Gillian separate. Following extensive special military training, Gillian is ordered to report to Neo-Kobe City as a junker, effective today.
Woo! I mean, what was this, 94? 95? Like, you saw that intro? Like, you would be hyped to play this game. There's the Somi building, and then there's, I think, Konami Tower. Yeah, it's Konami Omni building. Wow. With all that pachinko money that Konami's made, they merged with Omnicorp from RoboCop and became the Konami Omni. Snatch. Woo! Oh yeah, even this soundtrack's pretty cool too. So I might lower the volume a little bit on my capture. Here, I'll show you guys the magic. All right, I'm gonna lower a little bit. You want it louder? You want it? I keep it at the 0. Woo! I'm just looking at OBS and it's like, it looks to be on par. Like that intro went a little bit into the red, but not totally into the red, so it's not too bad. All right, welcome to Junker headquarters. May I help you? And so this chick's just the chick from Blade Runner. Just kidding. Oh, just let me know if the soundtrack is overbearing. Like if you can't hear my delicious commentary, not like it's that amazing, but. All right, let me check out stuff here. Seems perfect now. Yeah, I think it only gets. It's like one of those movies, those action movies today, where it's like, you know, as long as nothing's going on, everything's just fine. But as soon as shit blows up, it's super loud. What's up, Totus? Because all the dialogue is like little low, but then once the action happens, it's fucking loud. All right, let's investigate. Yeah, so I might lower it by a dB or two, because like having the intro be loud, that was cool, but maybe about that. Maybe like 2 dB should be fine. So I don't know how much of this game uses the actual Genesis sound chip, and how much of it is just like wave files on the disc. But just in case, I am running it on a Model 1 Genesis, so we are going to get the best bass. If it is using any of the actual, like, Yamaha sound chip. Let's investigate, shall we? The operator. It's no use, she's protected by a shield. I can't sexually harass her. Let's look at that poster. Oh my goodness. Looks like a government ad. They must be really short on people. Wait, I shouldn't use the snake voice, though. The snake voice, I can only do that with Solid Snake. I gotta use the Gillian Seed voice, which is more of a Inspector Gadget. Front pod. The shield is heat-proof and shock-proof. Specifically designed to withstand an attack by Snatchers. There's some pretty heavy-duty stuff they've got here. This place may be more dangerous than I thought. I might have to quit my job on the first day. Look at that camera. It looks like they're monitoring the office. Her reception desk also looks like some kind of weird speaker or some kind of sex worker thing. You know what I mean? like what is the deal with her desk? The door. It's locked. It looks like the only switch for it is in the operator's pad. Area. Want to do every option at least twice? Yeah. There's like one part where that like screwed me up in this game, but then I just did everything twice. You know, this game has a 3rd chapter that's not in the PC version. That's why the Sega CD is superior. There's nobody around but the operator. Also, like, you could play the Saturn version and the PlayStation version, but for whatever reason, they're censored. I wonder if the modding community has uncensored those games. Because what happens is whenever the gore happens, you'll see like a blur effect, and it'll be applied over the graphic. So that could probably be taken out. The translation would be easy. Just use the Sega CD translation and the Sega CD voice acting. All right, we investigated. Now we should look. Is investigating the same as look? She's a beautiful Oriental woman. I guess she's like half Asian. Just a junker recruiting ad. Join the Junkers today. We are about 8 people. What organization are you with, sir? I've just been standing here for the past 10 minutes looking at shit and talking to myself. There is some censorship in this version. I think the only censorship in this version is the daughter of that one junker. They made her 18 instead of 16. That's like the only, yeah, the shower scene. That's really it. I don't know if but I think that's true with every Sega CD version. One of those pod-type reception units where the operator sits in a shielded capsule. Oh, thank you for the resub, Tonus. I think someone's knocking on my door. Hold on. Thank you very much for that resub. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. My mom doesn't know how to use her TV. All right. Front pod, what was I doing? Designed to protect the operator. Camera. Looks like a security camera. Also, one thing I know, and this is my capture card, if the sound starts to pop or there's like, well, what's it called? Like, well, basically sound popping, I'll just restart the capture. It's a thing with Elgato capture cards. I don't know what the deal is. All right, this will be the last thing, then we'll talk to her. This seems to be Junker headquarters. Their security looks really tight. So I've never been able to play this. Like, I didn't have this as a kid. I got it like way later. And I played it with emulation first, but this is like one of the few times I get to play it on real hardware. I'm afraid only Junker personnel are allowed inside headquarters. And the last time I played this on stream, I didn't have the upscaler. So it didn't look, like, it looked alright, but it looked kind of blurred out. Like, the colors weren't as deep. We can't enter, we gotta talk. Oh, well, let's try talking to that young woman over here. We'll get this nice close-up.
I'm Gillian Seed. I've been assigned to Junker headquarters effective today.
Oh, you're Mr. Seed. Please forgive me. My name is Mika Slayton. I'm the administrative assistant and operator here at Junker headquarters. Very pleased to meet you.
Too bad this isn't Police Knots. In Police Knots, you can go up to almost every female and jiggle their boobs. Why? I don't know. You just can't. The closest I've ever heard of the explanation for that was Kojima said that, like, the game was kind of boring and there was a lot of stuff going on, so it's like he wanted to give players something to do. You know, like, he literally every fucking character. But the Saturn apparently has the best boob jiggles. It has more animations. Okay, well, let's just be inappropriate and hit on her. You're real pretty. Thank you. I mean, you're really pretty. look at plate. The official Junker name and trademark appear on it. Junkers. We turn Snatchers into junk. Front pod. Designed to protect the operator. I know it seems a bit much, but it's supposed to protect from Snatchers. What? Snatchers even attack up here? Yes, it's happened several times before. They're not stupid, you know. That's true. They know that this is the headquarters that's after them. It would make sense for them to attack it, though. It would make more sense for them to infiltrate it. Camera. Maybe I should try waving high. The chief always monitors the feed from the camera. Looks like an entrance to a vault. Well, how do you like it? I bet you'd like to see the office, right? Yeah, could we get on some kind of weird, like, conveyor belt, like it's Evangelion, and awkwardly stand next to each other? Because that would be cool. Investigate me. I'm gonna investigate her. It's too bad I can't get in there. She's truly gorgeous. That's the explanation for no jiggle. Actually, Kojima didn't think of the boob jiggle thing until PlayStation era. Until then, it was limited by the technology. Japanese Undercover Neurokinetic Elimination Ranger. Wow, it's an acronym. Not even a tank could break through this. We did the camera. I must look really uptight. Maybe I'd better stop wandering around. If I wander around too much, I'll make a bad first impression. Is that true? I guess if the boss has nothing to do but look at the camera all day. I've been assigned to Junker operations, effective today. You just told me that, Gillian. Oh, alright, yes. Ask about Junkers. Could you tell me a little bit about Junker operations? The Junkers are a special task force put together to combat the Biroid Snatcher menace. It's overseen by government intelligence agencies. I see. About Neo Kobe. This is my first time in town. Oh, you'll get used to it right away. Everybody's pretty welcome. There are many different ethnic groups and types of people here. It's Japan, but it's not Japan, if you know what I mean. So it's more like America, you say. Why are we all speaking English? Tell me a little bit. Tell me a little bit about yourself. About me? Isn't that a bit forward, Mr. Seed? Let me tell you about myself first. Maybe then you'll tell me. So, I have a really large penis. That's like the first thing most people notice about me. I can tell you're very smooth with the ladies. Alright, ask. Alright, we did that. I have a pretty good memory, Mr. Seed, especially if it's concerning an attractive man like you. Whoa! Now she's coming on to Seed! The fuck? I guess I'll just go inside.
Mr. Seed?
Gillian's fine, and you can call me Gillian, Mika.
You can call me G-Seed.
Okay, Gillian. I'll open the main door and show you around headquarters.
So people like the shit on the Sega CD, but the Sega CD had this game. That made the Sega CD worth it. I like how he awkwardly looks at her every now and then. Where shall I show you first? I don't want to meet the chief just yet. Fuck that guy. We'll go to the engineering room.
Oh, that's right. The chief told me to bring you down as soon as you showed up.
The chief?
Yes, our big boss here at Junker headquarters.
Bigu boss?
That's his office right over there.
Bigu bossu.
Chief Cunningham, Gillian Seed is here. I brought him in as you requested.
Thanks for coming, Seed. I'm Benson Cunningham, the Chief of Junker Operations.
But you may call me Big Boss.
Gillian Seed. I've been transferred here from the 17th Special Forces Division.
I've heard all about your special training in the military, Seed. I hope you'll put it to good use on your new assignment here. By the way, I understand you're suffering from amnesia. Any sign yet that your memory's coming back?
I love his yellow banana couch.
I'm afraid not. I still can't remember a thing from before the Army picked me up 3 years ago.
You're married, aren't you?
Yes, but we're separated now. She has amnesia as well, and without any memories between the two of us, I'm afraid there was very little to base a good relationship on.
You both have amnesia. That's something to have in common. You love this and Lunar Eternal Blue. I gotta play. You know what? I've never beaten Eternal Blue. I beat Lunar because I had Lunar as a kid. The two games that I played the most on the Sega CD were like Shining Force and Lunar. And Sonic CD. Sonic CD is like a must-have for the Sega CD, I feel. Shining Force is like has so much content. It's basically like 4 games because it's all the Game Gear games in one, and then like a bonus game. Yeah, well, I mean, like the Game Gear one too. You look at it is graphically better than the Game Gear one, but you're right. It's still just a port of multiple Game Gear games. You see, that's the weird thing. I never played like the canon Shining Force, like the Genesis ones. Maybe I'll check those out at some point as well. There's also the remake of Shining Force for the Game Boy Advance. So he's the chief of Junker Operations, eh? Just as I imagined him.
Did you say something?
Information from all over the world is continuously pouring in. Window. It's a nice night view of Neo Kobe. Too bad there are snatchers looking out there somewhere. Neo Kobe at night. Great view, don't you think? Oh yeah, the Final Fight port on Sega CD is pretty good. At the time, the Fatal Fury Special port was considered pretty good, but I think now people don't like it. But I have, you know what, I need to spend some time with it. There's some really good Sega CD games out there. It's just that everyone always likes to shit on the FMV games, which, you know, I admit, there are a lot of them are pretty bad. But the Sega CD had some great shooters, some great RPGs. Like, the other game I played that I never beat was Willy Beamish. I still have the box for that one. That one's an interesting box because it's not even like a Sega CD plastic box. It's like a paper box. Picture of a vase, eh? What a funny design. Sofa. Looks like a pretty comfortable sofa. Investigate the chief.
Seed, I'm no snatcher.
Investigate the monitor. It's an ultra high resolution display panel capable of playing back holograms. Wow, that's pretty high res. Damn. Must be a plasma. So this is his taste in art, huh? Don't touch that picture. It's very special to me. It's an air cushion type sofa. It's the latest in robot sofas, employing chaos system technology. Wow, that's a lot for a sofa.
Nanomachines, you see. They create every microfiber in the sofa, conforming to your every need.
Alright, I guess we've done all that. Let's ask some questions. About Junkers.
That's what you're trying to work for.
Junker headquarters was set up a year ago by the police as a special task force to combat the Snatcher problem. Junker operations were officially started in August of this year. We answer directly to the government's intelligence agency. Might I also say, man, like the Genesis and the Sega CD really outputs, I mean, not super high-res graphics, but look how sharp this text looks. And like, you know, some like, and the pixel art here, like, what's a shame is no one could ever look at this game back in the day and see it like this. It would all be blurry. That's the one thing I noticed when I RGB'd my Super Nintendo and the Genesis, is like the Genesis is just so sharp. This poster is really pretty tacky. Oh really? That's my design, by the way. Chief, your taste is right out of the Dark Ages. Junker Authority. A Junker operates with certain roles and privileges different from regular police officers. Those are: the purpose of the Junker force is to eliminate Biroid Snatchers. They have literally no rights. A Junker, even in the course of carrying out number 1, must not harm innocent civilians. A subject may not be physically investigated or restrained unless irrefutable evidence exists that indicates the subject is indeed a Snatcher. A Junker is required to assist and support civilian bounty hunters. Okay. In order to carry out one, a Junker is allowed the use of a blaster and a navigator and a turbo cycle. Those are the 5 rules. Alright. Duties. A Junker's job is to figure out who the Snatchers are and to eliminate them.
I want you to put your special training in the military to good use and investigate those points about Snatchers that we don't yet understand. We've got to put a stop to them! About Junker staff. Junker's job is highly specialized and extremely dangerous. That's why there are so few of us. I'm the chief, Harry's the engineer, and there's Mika. Gibson and you are our runners. It's just the 5 of us. Really? Just 5 people? The budget wasn't high enough to hire like at least 10? About Snatchers. Yes, 3 years ago, the Snatchers suddenly appeared here in Neo Kobe. We have no idea where they come from, or what they want. We didn't ever ask them, we just killed them. We do know that they kill, copy the appearance of their victims, and take their place in society, and that their numbers are increasing.
That should be enough to make your duties as a junker quite clear. This is your junker ID card. It will identify you as a junker. Carrying it allows you to exercise your special authority.
I see. Sort of like a police officer's badge, huh?
And,
listen to this
here's
stereo.
Some money. It's not much, but you'll need it to carry out your investigation.
Cash?
Credit cards aren't accepted in some regions of the city. You'll need this sooner or later.
Sounds like it's a rough place out there.
Go see Harry, the engineer. He's got your equipment ready for you.
Like, because the chief was on the right, you heard his voice was louder on the right than it was to the left, and then Gillian Seed, his little portrait was on the left, so we heard his voice louder on the left. That's interesting. Alright, navigators. That's the other thing too, like the original Model 1 Genesis had a, it only had mono out. So if you wanted to listen to stuff in stereo, you had to plug in to the front of it, like the headphone port, and then you would have stereo. It's a robot designed to assist junkers by performing all types of analysis. I've got a pretty good sensor setup too. Oh, it's got a pretty, okay, cool. I think that's it, right? Oh, now I can ask him about my wallet. Oh no, I can look at it and then I can show it to him, the shit he just gave me. This card gives me all the special rights of a junker. I'll be carrying this as my ID from here on out. Sheed, that card is very important. Take great care not to lose it! I love these exclamation points. Chief, I dropped the junker ID out the window. How did you even do that, Seed? The window's closed. I don't know. Fell out of my pants. This is the cash they gave me for expenses. Having to carry around cash around is so inconvenient. I know, that's why I don't do it. Fuck. Cash? I'm not carrying around paper. People rub asses on paper and shit. Goes down strippers' crotches. I'm not fucking touching paper money. Investigate. Junker ID. It's an ID card with a special IC chip built in. All of my personal data is recorded on this card. So I guess identity theft is way easier in the future. You just steal one guy's card. Investigate the cash. 50 bucks. It's cold, hard cash. There should be plenty to get the job done with. Show. Show him the ID. You listening, Seed? Remember, keep that with you at all times. Can you imagine like what this looks like? Like Seed stands around for like 10 or 20 minutes. You know, like 5 minutes saying nothing, doing nothing, just looking at shit. And then like shows him the stuff that he just gave him. There's some funds for expenses, don't waste them. What kind of book was he reading? There's this big red book and then there's this like little notepad. This is like doing a low intelligence run in Fallout where everyone just thinks you're special needs. They're like, oh, there he goes. There's go Gilligan and see. Watch out, man. He's a little autistic. He just kind of looks at shit. He's like, okay, I think we're done. We'll just leave. We'll leave without even saying goodbye. It's like, okay. Where would you like to go next? Alright, well, let's go back to the chief's office. Gillian, I told you to get the hell out of it. This is the chief's office. Is there something you wanted to ask? Where's the little boy's room? I need to know. Alright, yeah, it doesn't look like... Where would you like to go to next? I don't know, let's go to the chief's office. So that picture is supposed to be Madonna, right? I think they make a reference to it. The only thing animated here is the fan. This is engineering. All the junkers that is the runner's all the junkers that is the runner's equipment is made here. Interesting sentence there. It doesn't look like Harry's around at the moment. Cool. Look, Mika's face. You are truly beautiful, Mika. Thanks, Gillian. I'll take that at face value. Wow. I guess that's when you're a hot receptionist, you just get hit on a lot in Japan. Is that what it's like? There are tools and machines all over the place. It's a regular factory in here. This room always looks like this. I don't know how he finds anything. Ask about Harry. Harry Benson is our engineer. He's a bit of a lush, but he's a friendly, sweet old guy. He can drink on work. Navigators. Every junker investigator gets an analysis robot. Quite a combination, eh? We call the robots navigators. About Gibson. His wife was killed by a Snatcher 2 years ago. After that, he quit his detective job and became a junker. Since then, he's been living with his daughter, Katrina. Sounds like he's got a good head on his shoulders. Katrina, let's ask about his daughter. She's Jean's only child. She turned 18 this year. So in the original PC version, and I think the Japanese version, she's 16 because of the shower scene. Spoilers, there will be a shower scene. Because Kojima has to write pervy characters. It's just how it is. Oh, it's the same crap. Investigate. Can I look at that poster? Here, let's show Mika the shit. Here's my junker ID. It's probably not a good idea to show that to people too much. But I'm a junker. Here's some cash. That's your expense money, so you can use it while you're on an investigation. I can't look at the fucking... I guess when we come back later and meet Harry, we can look at the poster and ask about it. Detectives. It's always... They do that in Street Fighter as well. Like, a lot of the young girls in Street Fighter, like Sakura and Ibuki, are 16 in Japan, but they're 18 in the States. This is the detective's room. It's the office for our runners. That's what we call junker investigators like you. It's almost copyright infringement, but don't worry. Kojima's got this. He'll be using that desk in the back. What about that desk near the door here? That's Gene's desk. Gene Jack Gibson. JJG, we call him. He's our ace runner. Yeah, it's mainly for legal reasons why they do that. Because in Japan, the age of consent is 16. So that's why they make them 16 in Japan. That's mainly it. I guess I can still look at Mika's face. Really make it weird. Mika! Yes, what do you want? I can sense that you and I are destined to fall in love. It might sound crazy, but... Gillian, you're married, aren't you? I guess that just immediately... Yeah, that's a good way to shut someone up. Monitor. A lot of information flows into here. All the information available to our runners is output from Jordan. Jordan? That's exactly what they do. Near desk. This is an this is an antique desk. There's no USB ports on it. How am I supposed to charge my phone? Gene's really into antiques. Okay, so the far desk is mine. Looks like a nice desk, but I probably won't be using it much. Area. This place is really different from other detective offices. Doesn't smell like urine and pizza as much. Did I do this? Yeah, okay. There's nobody around except Mika. We'll show her the same shit that we showed her in the lab. It's probably not... Okay, so she says the same stuff. See, if I ever made a game like this, I would at some point just have characters be annoyed with you after you do the same thing over and over again. Similar to, like, in Metal Gear, if you keep calling, what's her face? Like, she eventually just stops talking to you entirely. Mei Ling. Alright, I guess I can... We still got shit to ask, right? No, it's the same crap. I don't think we can go into the back room. Yeah, it's the same stuff from the last one. Let's get out of here. Where would you like to go to next? Oh, okay, so this is the computer room. I don't think I can use it yet, though. I like how futuristic this place looks. It's all the mainframe and the blinking lights. This is Junker Headquarters' computer room. It's linked to databases throughout the country, so you can find almost any information you might need. But I can just find that out on my phone, Mika. I don't really need to have a computer room for that. Look, we spent a lot of money on this computer room. God damn it. You're definitely laying it on a bit too thick, don't you think? Oh wait, no, that's her. You're definitely laying it on a bit too thick, don't you think? I'll tell you what else is thick, Mika. Antiques in the computer room, eh? I haven't seen a keyboard in some time. Usually we just use the VR interface. A number of input and output devices are linked to the host computer. Ask about computers. This is our host computer, a model RM1013. We call it Jordan. That's for Junker Online Regional Data Access Network. It employs full-scale artificial intelligence-based processors. Jordan is fully programmed with all human learning routines and uses an intelligent interface to perform automatic translation, problem solving, you name it. It employs expert-class artificial intelligence routines developed for fieldwork robots. It's the best there is. So, is it better than AI Dungeon? Can I tell it to make weird drawings of things? Like Darth Vader fighting RoboCop? Will it do that? Wait, hold on a second. Is it really that good of an AI? Is it like this AI here, where I can tell it right now to do Darth Vader fights RoboCop? This bit's gonna take up to 2 minutes. It'll do it, but it'll do it faster. Better. Here, I'll just put this over here for now. We'll see that later in the stream. Ask how to use computer. What is computer? First, put your Junker card in this slot. Once it's confirmed you as a user, you just follow the instructions that Jordan flashes on the screen. Cool. About... Oh shit, it's the same stuff. I want to use Jordan. I want to use him for my own purposes. Go ahead, sit down here. Once you've registered on the system, the rest is easy. I am Jordan, Junker Headquarters host AI computer system. Please insert your ID card. What has this... What? Wait, what? Has this thing got a personality? Fuck, use my card. Okay, Junker card going in. That's what I say when I ever use my debit card. My debit card going in ATM. User confirmed as Gillian Seed. Welcome to Jordan. What information do you need? Well, at least it let me in. Alright, now let's see. How's that RoboCop fighting Darth Vader looking? Where the fuck is it? Why can't I bring it up? I have it right here, but I can't bring it up. All right, hold on a second. This is weird. This is weirding me out now. It's like in my taskbar. What the fuck? I'm gonna have to do it again. Oh, it's down here. Okay. Jesus, fuck. Wow. It's too much for this simple bit that I'm doing. It's not even that funny, but I have to commit to it now. It's weird. I promised RoboCop fighting Darth Vader. We're gonna see it. It's gonna happen. Put that there. All right, back to the game. Oh, is the game up? Yeah, okay, the game's up. All right, let's ask the computer stuff then. Load ID, load fact file. Jordan ID file. Use the cursor to input the name of the person you are searching for. Input first name, then last name without space. For example, input John Konami as John Konami. Or you can search just for the first name, for example, John. We'll just find that one guy named John. We'll just find that guy. Hideo. Kojima. Please search for a file under last name. Oh, damn it, last name? Kojima. Oh, wow. He's a Virgo. Blood type AA. Born 1963. Personality, third generation family man. Nickname, Ojama. Favorite game, Zabika. Message, Snatcher has crossed the sea. I hope you all enjoy it a lot. Oh, I will. I will, Kojima-san. I think... Alright, we got it now. We got it. Alright, so this is what I got. Alright, so apparently they gave me a weird version of RoboCop with Darth Vader's lightsaber. Hey, what's up, Besson? And then here's like RoboCop shooting a laser at what I think is Darth Vader, and then here's like kind of Darth Vader and RoboCop just sort of making out, and then there's like RoboCop over here with like Darth Vader. I don't know. This is a weird looking RoboCop they gave me for this, if you ask me. Are they it looks like they're BFFs. You know what? Let's just do Snatcher right now. Blade Runner fights Terminator. All right, we'll get back to that in a second. If I can move this screen, I'll put it over here. All right, back to snatching. Internet. Well, what other name can I enter here? Should I type... Wait, can I search events? You think Metal Gear will bring something up? Metal Gear. Navigator Robot Junker Agency, data manufacturer, full name, Navi Metal Gear Mark II. No, I'm talking about the Mark I Metal Gear. Designer Harry Benson. No, this is the tiny Metal Gear. Okay, so what it gave me is, get this, it gave me Harrison Ford as a Terminator. It didn't give me Harrison Ford fighting Terminators. Check it out. Like, it looks like it's just Blade Runner, but he's a Terminator now. Weird. Like that's what it gave me these pictures. What the fuck? His face is gone. I'm gonna try it again. All right, how about this? How about Blade Runner meets Terminator in a courtroom style picture? There we go. Let's see how the AI handles that. And see how it deals with that shit. Oh, here we go. Load fact file. Please select the category you wish to search. Oh, wait. History. Maybe I can talk about Metal Gear. Witch hunt. Oh, wait. World War III sounds interesting. It happened. Oh, it already happened, guys. It happened 10 years ago. Don't worry about it. 14 years after the catastrophe, war broke out over possession of northern Eurasia. Left uninhibited by disaster, conservative Soviet leaders who managed to survive the catastrophe received military support from China and launched an invasion of the region. It just passed us by. That's World War III for you. You blink and you miss it. That's what Einstein said. Nevertheless, Western economic sanctions forced the Chinese to withdraw the support, leading to victory for the Western forces. Ending just 6 months after it began, this conflict has become known as the Half-Year War. Cool. Culture, science. I'm gonna go back to history. Oh, okay, alright. Now this looks a little bit better. Okay, so if we look here, now it just looks like the Terminator just showed up in Blade Runner, but their faces are still weird as fuck. I would say this is the best one. This AI is not good with faces. That's what it kind of screws up with. That's enough. It's enough of that. I'm gonna stop doing that. Don't worry. If you were annoyed by that, it's over. I'm not gonna do it again. Yeah, they're kind of cool. We're not quite there yet where I can just have an AI just do whatever the fuck I want. We're getting there though. Okay, nuclear elimination. Well, I guess we'll go through a whole history lesson, huh? June 1996, a mysterious explosion destroyed the Chernobyl research facility near Moscow. The explosion released a biological weapon called Lucifer Alpha. Oh, this was in the intro. Yeah, it was a biohazard that killed like half the world, right? Yeah, 80% of the population. Okay, cool. All right, it's not lethal now. So this was COVID. This happened. Oh my God. Okay. I feel like there's a way I can enter a date. Because I know there's references to Metal Gear in this game. Like Metal Gear, the first Metal Gear. Not Metal Gear Solid, but Metal Gear. But I forgot how to check that out. Outer Districts. I've read these before. I recommend finding them, because I'm not going to read them all on stream, because then this whole stream is just me literally just reading, all this. Basically, this is all just lore. I think it has something, I can also enter other dates in the ID file. What if I just enter Snake? Or, Big Boss, or Outer Haven? Because Snatcher takes place in Metal Gear as well as, Police Knots. Police Knots reference Snatcher and Metal Gear. And Metal Gear Revengeance, I think... Oh, Metal Gear Solid 4 also references Snatcher. Because you can disguise yourself as, Gillian Seed. Weirdly enough. Would they even talk... would that even be in the computer if I type in Big Boss? Because I feel like that would be, classified information. Damn it. Could it be Witch Hunt? Oh, that's when they tried to kill some fucking... so I just killed people that they thought were Snatchers. Mm-hmm. Okay, Snatchers only target individuals of high social standard. What are Snatchers? They're basically Terminators that shoot laser beams out of their mouth. They kidnap people, kill them, and assume their identity for some kind of insidious purpose. Alright, that explains a lot of, like, lore put into this game. Some of it really not important for the game. I can't find the shit about Metal Gear. I know there's a thing here that talks about, is it nuclear elimination? Strategic and theater nuclear weapons were steadily reduced. The threat of nuclear war was further reduced by the International Atomic Energy Agency. Implementation of its military use nuclear material manufacturing, which enforced the disposal of all military use nuclear material at the beginning of this century. Shit! I know there's Metal Gear references, I just don't know how to find them. It's not World War III. It's not the catastrophe. So the catastrophe happened after Shadow Moses, or not Shadow Moses, but damn, what the hell is that place called? The one in Metal Gear 2. Zanzibar Land or whatever? Oh well, it's there. I'll look for it later. It might be one of these ID files. Like maybe if I like load in a name or something. Or maybe I'm thinking of Police Knots. Let's get out of here. What's this go on with the game? The problem with this game, like early on, is you can spend a lot of time like reading that stuff, and that's cool and all, but it's like the codex in Mass Effect. It's like, after a while, it's like, no, let's just play the game. It's all important stuff. You can go look that up. We're not gonna go through it here. That'll be additional homework for anyone super interested. Alright, we're out of here. Where'd you like to go to next? I want to shoot stuff. This is the shooting range. Junkers come here to improve their marksmanship. Let's hit on her again. I wonder if he really can make it as a junker. Oh wait, that's what she's saying. Shit. I get the voices fucked up. Area. A number of man-shaped targets appear in the practice booth. We call it our shooting practice range, but it's a lot like a video game arcade, don't you think? Video game, that's what losers play. Ask. How to practice. How do you start practice? Just follow the Junker's Eye practice system. Okay. Uh-huh. Alright, I looked at everything, right? Yeah, I did. Alright, this is the only action in the game but I don't have the light gun, so we're gonna use the controller. Gillian, you haven't got your blaster yet. Let's hurt. Oh, man. Alright, we'll go see Harry. Oh, good. She'll give me her ray gun. It doesn't have the power of a blaster. Is that okay? Why don't they give her a blaster then? She's a cop too. Okay, let's start shooting practice. If you press the A button, you can draw your blaster. Press C to fire. You can put your blaster away. Okay, so it's just 2 buttons. Shoot only Snatchers. Be careful you don't hit any civilians. Uh-huh. Right. Yeah, I know how to shoot stuff. Come on, let's go. Good luck. All right, here we go. Look at that. Good stuff. Snatcher. Another Snatcher. Boom. Boom. Fantastic, a perfect score. You're quite a shot, aren't you, Gillian? Right off the bat. That really impressed her. I bet you've done this before, haven't you? No, ma'am. First time out. I can't stand liars, you know. It's due to all the practice I had in the military, Mika. Fantastic, and no wasted shots either. Jean will be surprised. Come on, let's go see Harry. Let's talk to Harry. All we need to do is find Harry. He's in the engineering room. Harry's got to be back by now. I don't know, he's quite the freewheeling type.
Oh, good, Harry's back.
That's some posture right there.
Great to meet you. You're Gillian Seed, right? Haven't we met somewhere before?
No, I don't believe so.
Really? I guess I must be imagining things.
Look at Harry. Somehow I get the same impression. Have I met this guy somewhere? What's wrong? Do I have something hanging from my nose? Let's look at the picture of Madonna. There's a poster and a photograph on the wall. Alright, look at poster. This looks like a poster from the late 20th century. What, you know who she is? You've got good taste for a youngster. So yeah, that's definitely Madonna. Photo. Oh, it's Harry when he was a kid. It's the picture that was on the wall. It's a photograph of a small boy. That's a picture of me as a kid. It's my only memory of my childhood. No spoilers, chat. I'll try not to spoil it either. Alright, so wall, poster. Okay, I already did that. Alright, cool. Investigate. Investigate Harry. Those are odd work clothes. Let me take a look at those. Take off your clothes right now. Hey, what are you doing? Stop it. I've never seen a purple jumpsuit before. This is very old. This kind of printing technology hasn't been used since the last century. Keep your hands off that, will ya? It's getting pretty fragile. Investigate photo. This appears to have been cut out of a larger photo. That's it. That's it. Ask about navigators.
I know. All right, allow me to introduce the Navigator, which I designed especially for you. Hey, Metal Gear, get out here.
Metal Gear? I like how it plays the Metal Gear music. So if you fought Metal Gear in Metal Gear 1, this is the music that plays. I think it also plays in Solid.
Metal, introduce yourself.
Metal Gear.
Yes, sir. Pleased to meet you, Gillian. I am Metal Gear Mach 2. I am programmed to be your personal assistant.
Metal Gear? That's a pretty weird name.
Oh, he's cute.
Thank you.
Metal Gear,
I think
get me
he's
Otacon.
turning red. I took his basic design and his name from the Metal Gear Menace of the late 20th century.
There it is.
But quite unlike that Metal Gear, this one was designed for peaceful purposes.
So it can launch a nuclear warhead from anywhere in the world. This weird Kojima video game universe that he's created with Metal Gear, Police Knots, Snatcher, and Death Stranding. It looks like some kind of child's toy. A toy? I'd be interested to see what kind of toys you had as a kid. Yeah, but he's kind of cute. Metal Gear. Control Metal Gear using the motion sensors in your Genesis Model 1 controller. Or I can investigate Metal Gear. I guess we'll do that too. Full bipedal motion system, eh? I don't want anything that's gonna slow me down. I wasn't built for running, but in case of an emergency. Yeah, in case of emergency what? Carry me while you run, please. You can't be serious. Tell me you're not serious. You can tell Otacon designed that. Snake. Snake, can love bloom on a battlefield? Why, of course, Otacon. In fact, love is a battlefield. Alright, I guess we'll ask about Metal Gear. Navigators are designed from the start as a junker's investigative assistant. On-site detection, analysis, recording, communications, you name it. They're packed with features, and Metal Gear here is the latest model. What about an attack? Wait, what about an attack system? Don't they carry any weapons? Afraid not. They're unarmed after all. The main idea behind a navigator is to assist in an investigation's data management. But they do have a save function. Just choose the use Metal Gear command and then the save command. You can record the exact status of your investigation that way. In the same way, you can use the use light command to help you when it's dark. I told you, they're nice to have around, didn't I? My phone can do all of this. How about communications? Does he have some kind of radio? Yep, there's a video phone installed. A video phone? That's right, just use Metal Gear and then use video phone to access it. In theory, you can use it anywhere, but you have to watch out for interference. Sometimes the signal just can't get through. Harry's kind of laid back, isn't he? About blasters.
Oh, that's right. Don't panic yourself. I got it right over here.
Is it the gun from Blade Runner? It is.
This is your blaster, the official weapon of a junker.
It's the gun from Blade Runner.
Full user feedback circuitry, adjusting itself to your reaction time. In other words, it's just as good as you are. What do you think? Here, see how she feels.
Oh God, can we get some gun porn with this?
It's unbelievably light.
You bet it is. This ain't one of those ray guns the Army uses. She's put together with the latest carbon polymers and ceramics, not affected by heat one bit. And her ergonomic design optimizes both functionality and firepower. Well, what do you think, Gillian?
It's a cool gun. They love putting it in games. It's like, hey, there's that gun. It has no name. It's just that gun. That gun from Blade Runner. Who's like, gotta have it, man. About Snatchers. You're an engineer. Tell me about how the Snatchers are built. It's odd, but we've never been able to get a specimen. They're always stolen or have a self-destruction. They have any weaknesses? They're built really well, so it's tough to destroy them outright. Try to immobilize them. They've got these slits on their head for some reason. A well-placed shot there will often destroy their control functions. That's why it's important to practice your marksmanship. Someone's calling us.
I have a video phone call from Jean-Jacques Gibson coming in.
From Jean?
Junker HQ, this is Gibson. I've cornered a probable male snatcher. I'm in the abandoned factory in the M district. Request immediate backup.
Gillian,
oh, damn.
You better head out right away. Jean needs your help.
Right, the guy from
we must hurry.
Total Recall needs my help.
To the scene.
Be careful, Gillian.
Let's get in that cool car. Hey, you think? Oh, okay. I thought the game crashed.
This is a turbocycle, specially designed for junker use.
Looks like
In
a car.
To three-wheeled ground travel, it is capable of hovering and high-speed flight. The vehicle is also VTOL capable. So
nice.
Takeoffs and landings in narrow areas present no difficulty.
A flying tricycle, huh? I just came in one of these things.
We have been assigned this vehicle for use in our investigations.
All right, let's make sure. Let's look at the. We're in a hurry, right? So let's just examine everything. It's brand new. It was just tuned up. It's a 47 Interceptor. It's built by the same company that builds the shuttle. Oh, the shuttle that would be used in police knots. Look at tire. On the ground, it runs on 3 wheels, but they're retracted during flight. Area. This is the Junker HQ parking lot. Several turbocyclers are parked in the area. Oh, we already did that. Now we investigate. There should all be just one thing. It's built with the latest ceremoplastics and carbon polymers. It doesn't even have a scratch on it. Oh, we'll change that. There's no problem. The tires have the inspector's stamp on them. There's nobody in the parking lot besides us. Are you gonna get into the stupid thing or what? Metal Gear, save my game. Metal Gear, call my boss. Tell him I'm in the parking lot. Let's save it in save slot 1. Oh, shit. No. No. Let's save in save slot 2. Yay! Continue game. Alright, we used Metal Gear. We did. Alright, let's go in the turbo cycle. Oh, I see. It's a twin stick. We're in the turbo cycle. Operation is computer controlled. Where would you like to go? I want to go home.
Now departing for the abandoned factory.
The music really sells the presentation.
My first day on the job, and now this. Ace Junker Gibson is cornered the suspected Snatcher. I wonder if this guy really is a Snatcher. Guess I'll find out now if all that training really paid off.
We've arrived at the abandoned factory. What would you like to do? Go back home. Exit turbo cycle. Oh my goodness. Whoa. We arrived at the abandoned factory. This is where Jean called from. Look at building. It's a battered old factory. Judging from its design, I'd say it dates from the period when manned production techniques were still used. It appears abandoned. Sky. The sky is getting quite dark. It looks like a storm may be coming. This place is quite run down. It looks deserted, too. Investigate. Building is heavily damaged. It's probably been abandoned since the last century. Area. There's no sign that anybody's around. Motion detector. Metal. Are you reading anything? I can't tell from here. We have to move inside. Right. What if I give you some cash? Here's some cash. You can get any amount of cash necessary to carry here. I don't think there's any way to use it here. Okay. Wait. Let's check out my ID. That's it. Oh.
Oh no!
What was that?
A male scream. Perhaps something has happened to Jean-Jacques.
Man, if only I wasn't out here fucking around with my shit in my pockets.
Please use extreme caution. I read multiple moving objects within the factory. This could indicate the presence of Snatchers or Insectors.
Insectors? What in the world's that?
A spider-like robot used by Snatchers as security devices. Though compact in size, they are armed with needle guns. Use extreme caution.
Yeah, for a Sega CD game, like a 1994-93 game, this game's pretty amazing. Like, this is one of the games. This is what the Sega CD should have been. Was more games like this, utilizing the sort of the sound and everything, and the voice acting is actually quite decent. But it does such a good job as a visual novel with just sort of some of the screens it has, as well as just the sound effects and the music. It uses a Roland keyboard MIDI track that was transferred to WAV file, so that's why the soundtrack's so good. Alright, we're going in. Keep your blaster ready. Push the A button to draw your blaster. Anything could happen in here. You might want to save frequently just in case disaster strikes. I should be okay. It's literally the beginning of the game. We've entered the factory. This is the spot where you place that video phone call. Well, instead of hurrying up, let's just look at everything and check stuff out. Look at the ground. There's debris everywhere. Please watch your step. There are pipes running everywhere. The ceiling looks quite weak. The building is severely damaged. It should be demolished. It's been weakened by rust in several places. Investigate. I scan the area with my sensors, but I can't pick up anything special. Looks like the concrete here is quite corroded. This place looks as if it could be collapsed at any moment. We must be careful. There's nothing special here. Where's Jean-Jacques anyways? Pipe. Yow, that's really hot. I'm going to have a blister there. Be careful, the surface is hot due to steam within. Why is there steam within an abandoned factory? Metal, aren't you picking anything up? Nothing moving. That's odd. What happened to Jean? Let's listen. Not picking up any sounds. I can't use this flashlight? Oh, I guess we'll move closer. Alright, now moving ahead. Oh! What is that?
What the?
It's Little John.
Little John?
Yes, Jean-Jacques Gibson's personal navigator.
I like the dripping pipe. Ceiling's been damaged. Some of the wiring is sticking out. Ground. Little John's parts are spread everywhere. This is awful! There's wreckage everywhere. I don't detect anything special. I guess we'll examine Little John. Oh my, Little John's been demolished. There's no way to repair damage this bad. It looks like he was cut in half. Poor Little John. Indeed. Rest in peace, Little John. Let's investigate. Water is dripping from the sprinkler. Those drops really echo in here. So the water still works in this place too, huh? I don't see anything that would help our investigation. I only find Little John's memory chip. We'll pick it up. Pick up his memory chip. He was hit by fire from a laser cannon. Nearly all his circuits are burned completely through. His functions have been completely terminated. He's been terminated. Nevertheless, his memory may be all or partially intact. Where is Gibson? A navigator never leaves his runner side unless there is a very serious reason. We have to hurry. Gibson's in trouble. Get his memory chip, damn it. There we go, memory chip.
Well, what do you think? Can you get this memory chip out of there in one piece?
I will attempt it. Now retrieving memory chip.
Doink.
Memory chip retrieved.
You know, the other thing this game does well is because it used like Genesis graphics and stuff, it doesn't have that blurry FMV look. You know, everything looks pretty sharp. Did the game... Okay. Man, now I'm starting to get paranoid about my Sega CD. Because I feel like my Sega CD is either like not loading stuff correctly or hangs a little bit. Because I think it's bugging out. I think that's why we're hearing that noise. Oh, we have to go back to headquarters? Yeah, I think my CD read it wrong. Alright. Well, we'll just move on. Maybe it'll go away. Alright, now moving ahead. Okay, it sounded like the sound bug went away. Because I think the light on my Sega CD doesn't work anymore, but it totally reads discs. I'm looking at it right now over there. Things are scattered all over the floor. Please watch your step. Besides the large pillar across the floor, there is nothing unusual. There's nothing special here. We're the only ones in the area. Anything on your sensors? No, I'm not getting any reading. See, because it uses these like still frames and stuff, and there's other Sega CD games that doesn't have the crappy like FMV look to them. Like Lunar had some pretty clean cut cutscenes because they're not like full screen FMV. They use the Genesis and like art style with the Genesis. It's hard to describe, but like when you notice that with the Sega CD game, like it's pretty nice. Like this is how the Sega CD should have been utilized all the time. Advance. All right, now moving ahead. Oh, there's something over there. Wait, there's a figure on the floor. Da-da-da-da. All right, but let's examine this stuff first. Let's look at the pipe. Look at the ground. Yeah, he dropped his blaster here. Oh my god. Been crushed flat. This would take incredible strength. Let's look at the body. All right, here we go. Oh my goodness. He lost his head.
Oh, dear God.
Jean! Gibson! It's Gibson! My god, his head's been twisted completely off. Not ripped off, twisted off. Jeez, I wish I didn't have to meet him like this. I can't believe they killed Jean. There's evidence on the struggle here, but I can't interpret it. Jean's blaster's bent like a twig. Let's investigate Gibson. He's still warm. That scream he heard was no doubt his. What killed him? While I was fucking around outside, he was getting his neck twisted off. There's no way to save him, I don't think. He'll always be killed. His head has been twisted off. He died instantly. It would take incredible strength to do this. Wait, there's two options with Gibson, right? Yeah, there's clothing. There was a key in one of his pockets. It's an old type blaster. It's definitely Jean's. It's still warm. He probably fired several shots. What is this key for? I don't know anywhere where old keys like this are still used. That's right. He liked antiques. He probably has like an old safe box. Aren't you picking anything up? No, I'm not getting any reading. Uncomfortably quiet here. Maybe I should show Gene my pass card, right? That way he knows I'm a junker. Like, check that out, Gene. Alright, I've identified myself, so he should know now. I think that's all I can do. It's a dead end. It's blocked by a cave-in. We can't go any further. I don't see any way out from here. Dirt and sand. There's no way we could possibly move this out of the way. Alright. He's not picking up anything. It's really quiet. Alright, that's it. I think that's all I can do. No, there's definitely something I need to do. Because something has to trigger over there. Oh, okay, maybe Metal needed to store the key. Oh, I think that's it. Okay, we got the key, we can get out of here. No, nothing's... That's the same stuff. Anything else? Oh, okay. Search the house. But you just gotta do this a lot. Alright, let's just keep doing the same stuff we've been doing. Okay. Well, what's he holding in his right hand? It's hair. He's holding several strands of hair. In addition, there is skin tissue under his nails, probably from him scratching his attacker. Investigate hair. Alright, so Metal can analyze it.
Now analyzing recovered hair sample. Analysis complete. Results on the display. 1. Chromosomal analysis of cells from the papilla and root reveal 46XY. Subject is male. 2. Hair color, brown. Hair structure reading of 65 indicates European subject, wavy hair. 3. Attachment of root structure and thickness of the base of the strand suggest hair was pulled out of follicle. 4. Enzyme antibody analysis indicates subject is blood type A, Rh factor negative. 5. Cell component distribution indicates presence of artificial protein compounds. The results of the analysis strongly suggest that the strand of hair was pulled from the scalp of Jean's attacker during their struggle. This strand of hair almost certainly came from a male European, blood type A negative Snatcher.
And now we can do skin sample.
Now analyzing recovered tissue sample. Analysis complete. Results on the display. 1. Enzyme antibody analysis indicates subject is blood type O, Rh factor negative. 2. Chromosomal analysis of cells in the sample reveal 46XX. Subject is female. 3. Cell component distribution indicates presence of artificial protein compounds. 4. Number of melanocytes in sample indicates that subject is Caucasian. The results of the analysis strongly suggest that the tissue sample, a cluster of skin cells, was scraped from the subject during a struggle with Jean. These skin cells almost certainly came from a female European, blood type O negative Snatcher.
So 2 Snatchers. Gibson said, I've cornered a probable male Snatcher. So he cornered one, but then another one jumped him. Because he's an experienced junker. He could probably handle 1 Snatcher, but maybe not 2.
An analysis of Jean's stomach reveals a major lesion on the caloric region of the gastric membrane.
An ulcers?
John had an ulcer, huh?
Yes. In addition, I read a substantial quantity of partially digested organic compounds.
Organic compounds. If you can determine the composition and the degree to which the food's been digested, we may be able to figure out where Jean's been.
Yeah, like where did he eat before? Pump his stomach.
Now making incision in Jean's stomach to analyze organic compounds present.
It's human meat. What?
Analysis complete. Results on the display. Results of the analysis indicate the organic compounds are primarily composed proteins that have been exposed to digestive acids for approximately 3 hours. Amino acid structure of the protein suggests the meat is that of a buffalo.
Buffalo meat?
That's exotic.
Yes, buffalo meat. The results indicate that Jean ate buffalo meat somewhere about 3 hours before he was killed. I'm reading movement.
We got motion. That's definitely 2 people. Something just ran across that doorway.
Snatchers?
Unable to confirm. I suggest we investigate.
Hobos? Alright, now moving ahead. It's a dead end. A dead end. Then where did the Snatchers go? Real animals in Blade Runner? Yeah, in Blade Runner to have real animals, like, because I think all animals died of a disease or something like that. That's why, like, most people are encouraged to keep pets. And that's why the chick had a fake snake. Like, she had an artificial snake. I know in the Blade Runner game, the Blade Runner guy you play as has a real dog. Are you okay, Gillian? That's weird. I was fine until a moment ago. Oh, here we go. There's the beeping. Please stay quiet. What's wrong, Metal? Maybe it's a sensor defect, but I think I'm picking a sound off in the distance. Can you hear it, Gillian? That might be true in this game too. There might be like maybe the animals are rare, so it'd be easy to find out where that guy ate if he ate buffalo meat and not some kind of artificial meat. So it seems like my ears are going on me. Maybe it's due to the change in air pressure. So Gillian sneezing here is actually important to the plot. Because wherever Snatchers go, like there's a small dust called like snow or whatever. So it's related to that as well. Where'd those Snatchers go? They definitely headed in this direction, right? Didn't they? I think there's like a hidden passage, but I can't find it now. This is like later on in the game. Are you okay? Maybe it's colder in here than I thought. Yeah, Snatchers tickle your nose. That's how you know they're around. And I guess just like Terminator, I think dogs can sniff out Snatchers. So having a dog is always a good idea as well. He's not getting any readings. Sounds like a timer. Alright. We'll handle the timer scenario. Wait, I can hear something. I can't hear a thing. Try turning up the volume on the TV. Oh, we'll talk about meta. You guys can hear that light little beep, right? I don't have to turn up the volume on the game. Yep, it's beeping. All right, hold on. Okay, we'll keep going. Little beep. So Kojima was very. You know what? For a lot of people, this is probably their first Kojima game because Metal Gear Solid didn't come out till PlayStation era, right? And Metal Gear 1 and 2. I mean, yeah, there was the NES versions, but those were like Kojima had nothing to do with those. Those were like bad ports of the MSX PC version that was in Japan. So unless somehow you had an MSX computer, you didn't play Metal Gear or Metal Gear 2. One day I'm going to play Metal Gear 2. That game looks extremely interesting. Not Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear 2. I got in a big argument with someone once on the internet where they kept thinking Metal Gear Solid was Metal Gear, and it's like, no, they're different. They're different games. Wait, I can hear something. I can't hear a thing. Right, retreat. Wait, I can hear something. I can. Quiet there. Can you hear it? I'm picking something up from the direction of Little John. Thought Little John's functions were totally dead. All right, let's investigate Little John. Oh crap! Let's look at Little John. He's got a bomb.
Whoa!
A time bomb.
I like the animation on him.
Evacuate immediately. There is little time.
Just to be on the safe side, you should save frequently from here on. What if I save now? Is there time to save? Save completed. Would you like to continue play? Yes. Alright, now returning to the investigation. Let's get out of here! Uh-oh. Motion detector. In sectors, use your blaster. Press the A button. I know, I practiced it. Yeah. There we go. Oh, shit. Gotta have an action sequence. So Police Knots on the Sega Saturn is very similar to this game. It also has shooting segments that you can use the gun, like, you know, a light gun with. I've never done that. Like, I wonder if this game would be a lot more fun with the light gun. I mean, it is a fun game, but I always felt like, man, that's one thing. If I ever get the chance, I'd love to play this with a light gun. The motion reading has vanished. Gillian, are you alright? They hit me once, but I'll survive. Now activating first aid systems. I'll stop the bleeding. Thanks, Metal. Blood flow stopped. Disinfection completed. Now injecting Junker's blood, fluid supplement, and painkillers. Finally, some nanomachines. Nanomachines, gentlemen! That's how you survive. Nanomachines, son! Youch! Ooh. That should be sufficient for the time being. That was close. Gotta be more careful. Get out of here.
We're getting out of here.
Looks like we're gonna have to jump.
I cannot go with you.
Pick him up.
What's wrong with you? Hurry it up.
I am incapable of locomotion.
What on earth are you blabbering about? Let's go. It's gonna blow.
Please save yourself. I am paralyzed with fear.
Oh, I can't believe this stupid robot. Come on.
Yeah, he did pick him up. I like how Metal Gear is just the... Oh my god, that was loud! Oh, this is like an action film.
Jeez, my ears are really ringing.
That's because you left the volume turned up.
What a troll, Kojima!
Snatchers.
There is no need for concern. I have stored all the information about the evidence and the area in my memory. We should return to Junker headquarters.
He's like, hey, turn up the volume so you can hear the tiny little beep, and then here's this loudest thing in the game. Back to Konami Omnicorp.
We return to Junker headquarters.
Ooh, that was some first day.
Now
It's a pretty
entering
good
the
first
building.
chapter.
We've entered the lobby.
Gillian, I heard about Jean.
I'm sorry. I wish I could have done more.
You performed your duties quite satisfactorily.
That's right. It's not your fault, Gillian. Don't worry about it. By the way, the chief is waiting for you.
This is the chief's office.
Well, Seed, that was a pretty rough first assignment to draw. You made a great effort, though. I've studied the data transmitted back by Metal Gear, so I know all about what happened out there. It's too bad about Gibson. He was a great junker. Seed, I need you to take over for him. You're the only one I've got left who can battle this Snatcher menace.
Okay. The Sega CD was accessing stuff, so the light on my Sega CD does work. Look. Let's not do that. Let's ask. Investigative procedure. Based on analysis of the hair strands he was grasping and the skin tissue found under his nails, we're reasonably certain that at least one male and one female Snatcher were involved in killing him. You've got to learn what he was up to. What was he after? What was he investigating when he was killed? To find that out, you should start by checking out the detective's room and then his home. Okay. So we'll just follow the case he was following. That makes the most amount of sense. He must have learned something important about them, but he didn't tell me a thing. He never said anything unless he was absolutely sure of himself. Katrina's the real victim in this. Well, I mean, aside from the guy that got his head twisted off, I'll let her know what happened, but it had to be a great shock to her. House. For a junker, this headquarters is just like home. Okay, so I guess the clue there is to search his desk. Possibly his antique desk that uses keys. We'll go to the engineering room. Oh, Seed, yes. How's that wound doing? How do you know I got wounded? I have already injected him with nanomachines. They will have him back to full strength in no time. I see. Hang in there, Seed. Thank you very much, Chief. Looks like Harry hit the bottle hard, huh? I feel like he's supposed to say something, but...
I register high alcohol levels. Harry is intoxicated.
I really thought you were better than that. Harry, what kind of backup was that supposed to be?
He's got a point.
If you were a better junker than that, Jean wouldn't have had to die out there.
Harry, that statement is incorrect.
Don't worry about it, Metal. Harry's right.
Jean... Sorry, it's not your fault.
Metal, would you give Harry the memory chip we pulled out of Little John?
Of course. Harry, this is Little John's memory chip.
Look at Harry. He's been drinking quite heavily. He still has the brandy bottle in his hand. Okay. Brandy bottle. It's a 20th century brandy. It's Napoleon. Take brandy bottle. No, let's investigate Harry. Hey, don't touch me. This is odd. I thought that Harry only drank Japanese sake. Well, maybe he had it stashed. What's this? Brandy, huh? What's this? That sounds... It is... I mean, especially for here. I wonder where he got it. There are numbers written on the label. It says 395644. It does not appear to be a date of any kind. Should I write that number down? You think that number is important? You know what? Let's write it down. I got it. I got some paper here. Alright, okay. 395644. I don't think it'll happen today, but you know, that might become useful later. Who knows what it's for? Yeah, it sounds important. What's up, demonic sandwich? Whew. Investigate. We checked out that. I guess we'll talk to him. You think he's in the mood to be talked to? Would you leave me alone for now? I'm having a little farewell party for Jean. Okay, that makes sense. But what if I show him my ID? No, I guess not. I think I'm gonna take a vacation from work for a while. I know, it must be hard being the one engineer that has to make stuff for two guys. He's got his fan working, he's fine. Alright, I guess we'll move on. We should investigate the detective's room. I could be all melodramatic and go to the shooting range and we could have that scene where, you know, like he's shooting all the targets and then it's like a flashback to how he couldn't save Jean. Maybe with like, I don't know, like Survivors, There's No Easy Way Out or whatever. Oh, no wait, that's not Survivor, that's someone else. John Tepper or something like that. This is the detective's room. I love the art style in this game. Like, the Genesis can only display X amount of colors on screen at once, but like, they did a great job of working around that limitation. And it kind of gives the game this awesome pixel art look to it. We should investigate Jean's personal items. We must learn what he was doing before he was killed. I see, basic detective work. Right, look, investigate. Near desk. Oh, there's the locker. That has to be what the key is for. Alright, let's look at the locker. This is the locker that John was using. So his personal things should be in there, right? Near desk. Oh, it's not working. It has drawers installed. Desk drawer. I cannot open it. A key. Nobody uses keys anymore. Pixel artist. It does make this game age a lot better. Like, remember I played Clock Tower yesterday? That was the sequel to a Super Nintendo game, and I think the Super Nintendo game looks better just because it wasn't like early 3D. As I recall, Jean had a key. Use key. All right, I'll try the key. There we go. Pills. He was a pill popper. A floppy disk? Where am I supposed to use that? We didn't take it, did we? No, we didn't. We have to look at it to take it. All right. Let's look at capsule. Some kind of capsule. Maybe it was for his ulcers. The dude had an ulcers. Let's look at this floppy disk. Take floppy disk. 5-inch floppy. No, yeah, nobody. Literally nobody has those. Does he have an Apple II somewhere? What the hell am I supposed to do with this?
What kind of medicine is this?
I'll perform an analysis. Acid inhibitors, membrane protecting agents,
ulcers,
H2 blockers. This is medication for an ulcer.
Jeez, it looks like Jean's stomach was really in terrible shape. And what was he doing eating buffalo? It seems a little unusual.
It was for the
Perhaps
case.
There was some reason that he had to eat buffalo.
We all have to eat buffalo at some point. Alright, let's keep the capsules, sure. I have recorded the results of the analysis of their chemical composition. Okay. Let's check locker. This is Junker coat. Well, maybe he's got shit in his coat. Let's... Good. He had a fucking queen in his coat. Take the chess piece. All right, there we go. It's unclear whether I have to do investigate or look to pick something up. Also one of the hardest forms to do. It might just before me. Woo. Oh yeah, pixel art, you're limited by, you know, the resolution and by the colors you can use. Did you know that the Super Nintendo has the same resolution as the Nintendo, but if you go and look at the characters on the Super Nintendo, they look way better, and that's because you could put more colors on your sprites, so you could use more than like 4 or 5 colors. The Genesis has a higher resolution than the Super Nintendo, so it can do a little bit more like sharper pixels, but it lacks the same color depth as the Super Nintendo, so it can only really do like, you know, very broad colors like what we see here with the chairs. You know, there's not much shading going on. There's a little bit, but for the most part, it's like, you know, those chairs have 2 colors on them, like a pink and a red. I think there's like a dark brown for like the shadow. Yeah, okay, so there's like 3 colors on those chairs. I think that's it. I think we got everything we need here. Maybe I gotta look at my the stuff I have. It might mean his house, like his actual house, and not his office. That would make sense to me. We've already used the key, so that's not really that necessary anymore. You also, yeah, that probably doesn't help, especially, I feel like when you're colorblind, then shading's like the hardest thing. Especially when you're dealing with maybe 3 or 2 colors. Like, again, this chess piece, like, the majority of the colors on it is like, what, like, that gray and then the black, and then there's a little bit of white and some yellow, so, with some green, that's 5 colors. That's it. That's all the colors used on that thing. That's why, like, Police Knots is so interesting to me, because it's the same, it's basically like this game, but it's on the Sega Saturn and the PlayStation, and that one had, those systems had way better, like, they didn't have the same limitations as the 16-bit systems in terms of the colors used, but the same resolution. Wait, did I choose investigate? There we go. I might have gleaned all the information I can get from this scene. Yeah, that's pretty much it, right? So. Go up front, maybe we can talk to Mika. Oh, yeah, close the drawer, sure. And shut the locker, why not? I'm alright now, Gillian. You can't stay depressed over these things forever. I mean, but you can mourn him for like a day or two. I mean, shit, man, the guy just died. Gillian, I heard you were hurt. Are you alright? Is it getting better? How does everyone know I got hit? I screwed up once, and I got hit once. Like that, yeah. Yeah, those nanomachines are really doing the trick. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Physically, I'm fine, but my heart is still in great pain. I know what you mean, Gillian. Do something. Smell. Smell? Smell? About Buffalo Restaurant. He was out of the office almost constantly. He kept mumbling something about, I've got those snatchers now, or something like that. You found something useful in Jean's desk, right? I feel so sorry for his daughter. She's all alone now. Buffalo Restaurant. Buffalo? I've never even heard of any places that serve that. Persuade? We'll go with console. Mika, I promise you, I'll finish what Gibson started. You're really a sweet guy, aren't you, Gillian? Smell. I don't know if I even want to do these two. I don't know if I... Part of me wants to, just to show you guys the options, but part of me is like, I don't need to be that scummy with Gillian C. Alright, I guess we'll go home, right? Like... Might have to check on a few things. I've got a couple of leads. Really? Don't worry yourself over Jean, okay? Thanks, Mika. Gillian. Yes, Mika? How are you and your wife doing? I haven't talked to her in a while. Not even on the video phone? No. You shouldn't leave her alone like that. I guess I should call my wife. That's right. Come to think of it, I have her number written down at home. I bet she's pretty lonely. I'm sure you're right. Thanks. Be careful, Gillian. Isn't his wife a hot blonde? How is she ever lonely? We boarded the Turbo Cycle. Where would you like to go? I can go to Gibson's home, but let's go to my apartment first. That's clearly where the game wants me to go. Arrived at your apartment. Exit the Turbo Cycle. This is your apartment building, Gillian. Is that a Mitsubishi sign? Wow, you mean I have a place to live too? Please tone it down, Gillian. I know you have lost your memory, but isn't that carrying the act a bit too far? Just trying to make things a little more fun for the folks playing the game. Alright, let's use Metal Gear. Let's save. Save on 2. Yep. Save completed. Would you like to continue play? Nah. Think I'll switch out games. I did a little bit of Snatcher. That was the plan, but I got the Genesis hooked up. Hope we continue investigation together soon. Yeah. I mean, I got the Genesis hooked up. It was a pain in the ass to hook it up. So we're gonna play some Genesis games. Let's see, I got some Sega CD games too that we can check out. Cool game, never saw it before? It's pretty rad. Like, I do plan on beating it. It's not too hard of a game. Let me turn off the Genesis here. I got a flash cart. Alright, there we go. Genesis is off.